Is that failing? Okay. I'm on YouTube. Just trying to get on the other places here. How's everyone doing? Oh, that's why I've got that on the wrong thing. That would explain it. Let's try that. Start, and it's connecting. There we go. All right, I'm streaming live tonight on YouTube and Rumble. Woo, there it is. All right. Working on a new Charles Spurgeon cartoon. Actually, I can't hear myself with these things on. Let's do orange. Yeah, I feel like I made his face too long here. Or his nose is too different. There we go. I have to redo that. Not happy with that. So, it's the thing about layers. I can just scrap them if I need to. Well, I just get let's get the words in here. And we'll get those situated along with the let's separate that. Let's put that on a separate preacher once told me. I'll set that right over here. That he had read the Bible 20 times in his sleep. Copy. Bring that up there a little bit. Oops. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. Yeah. And then this one. Oops. Let's see, I think I need O. There we go. No, I don't want that. I want that one. And actually, I don't want that. I want this. Very likely not. How about we do that? And then we'll have to convert that. Where's my subtool? Or where are my properties? My properties for the tool. I've lost them. Window. Tool property. There we go. This needs to be over here. Oh, too high. There we go. So I just want that to be like that. And actually, I feel like the line spacing is too much. So we're gonna bring that up a little bit. There we go. Much better in my eyes. So that's covering him up. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna shrink his head a little bit. Give him more beard. More beard is always better, right? I should know. Psych. Okay. Very likely not. It is a most uncomfortable position to read. In which to read. There you go. Okay, and this easy chair drawing is going to be a little lower here. Let's actually make him All right, we're gonna move this over, copy, paste that, shrink that. I'm gonna rearrange these. I don't like that. Let's try this. Would have, oh man, this is just a terrible line to have to redo. If I just do that, there we go. See, I want it to be kind of like, I don't know, the shape of the text matters to me. Sometimes you just can't do it how you want it. He would have been better able to understand it. Okay. Yeah, let's do it that way. That should be fine. Hey, I'm going to test out this chat feature in my streaming software. See if it goes to both YouTube and Rumble. Hey guys. Yes, it did. Excellent. Just curious. This is the first day I've really played around with the streaming on Rumble. All right, so now I gotta link to these on Facebook here. One moment. Publish original post. And comment. There we go. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? And where are y'all watching from? Oops. There you go. Right now I'm just laying out the text, trying to get it to work how I want it to work. Actually, I'm gonna cut that. I'm going to shorten this one. I'm gonna bring this over. Whoops, what's going on? Over here. So that means I'm gonna shorten this panel. What? Oh. Let's do this. Shorten this panel by doing this. Bring that over this way. So that means that this one is going to be brought over this way. Do that. Get rid of this box around him. Okay. That means that I need to select this. And bring it over this way. There we go. Now we have a larger area to work with there. And I can readjust how this guy is. Because I don't really like that. He's gonna be, doesn't look like he's really enjoying himself sitting there. Okay. So there is a panel that, or a layer that I need, a couple layers, I guess, I need to get rid of. This one, I'm just gonna delete that whole thing there and bring his text over here. Oh no. Did I really do that? I did. I deleted something from here, but I didn't put it over here. I'm gonna have to go find it again. Let's see here. Where was that? There it is. Spurgeon's sermon number 3270. Here we go. Oh, it was besides. He read it in the wrong way. Copy. Paste. And that needs to be centered. This one needs to be select all and center. Boy, Clip Studio Paint really needs to fix their text tool. They have the worst text tool out of any program ever in the history of programs. How come That is not, there we go. Separate it like that. Or let's, what if I do this? You read it in the wrong way. There, that's a little more pleasant to look at. I don't think I need that there, that line. Okay. Next, let's fix this. Just put it here. Okay. So now I have all my text. Let's get some of these layers back on here. And have some of the drawings. All right. Now let's do some drawing. Cody Harlow, how you doing? Oh, hold on. I have something. There we go. I need to copy this, put it over here. There we go. Now I can get your comment up on the screen. Fantastic. We love your pictures and get your calendar every year. Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your support keeps RefToons going. There we go. Wonderful. This is a quote that a friend of mine had sent me, that he had heard someone else quote from Spurgeon. Be encouraged. Your work is a blessing to so many people. Appreciate the encouragement. And frankly, I just enjoy doing the tunes. It's just something fun for me to do. Something different than what I normally do for my client freelance work, and so it's kind of it's always a joy and refreshing to be able to get into doing these tunes whenever I can. It's been a long time since I did a new RefToon. I've been working on the John Calvin graphic novel. I've been working on the Boys and Girls Catechism. I've been working on all my client work for my freelancing, and so I think now is a good time to get a new RefToon out. I think the last one I did was the Calvin and all the dogs barking. You're doing his devotional checkbook of faith right now. Oh, cool. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to look that up. I'm not currently reading any Spurgeon or Old Dead Guys right now. I'm trying to work my way through Nate Pickowitz's book, Christ and Creed. It's about all the different creeds and confessions, how we got them, why we got them, what the importance of them is. Excellent, excellent book. Picked that one up at where did I get that? G3, I think, is where I got that one. Engaging Spurgeon, hey! Thank you, appreciate it. Engaging Spurgeon, watching me draw Spurgeon. So this is just the rough sketch stage right now. Gonna be So he's kind of coming off screen there, from off screen. I'd love to do a giveaway sometime for our podcast listeners. Love your work. Thanks, Joel. Dirk Kaiser, how you doing? Yeah, I know we've been emailing back and forth, Joel, about the conference and giveaway and stuff. I think you emailed me. I probably haven't responded yet, and I apologize for that. I will. I'll go back and see what it was. I just have so much to think about. What was your inspiration for the uncomfortable dude? I don't know. Just kind of like an old-timey, rigid Armenian guy. I should make him look like Charles Finney or something. Crazy eyes. I think all I need to do is increase his hair length right there. Actually, maybe I will. I think that's, or no. Charles Finney, what did he had like hair going out to the side like that, didn't he? I don't remember. I'll have to find a picture. Oh, you did some practice drawings. What are you drawing? Okay, that's panel getting overworked. Let me work on one of these. So I don't really like the way that he's sitting there. Now Spurgeon's talking to us. He's breaking the fourth wall, as they say. It's gonna look like he's giving the peace sign, but he's just talking about 20, the number 20. And that doesn't make sense because that's just 2. How are things going with the conference prep? And that's in Maine, isn't it? Oh yeah. So you just search some poses on YouTube to learn different poses and perspectives work. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I've actually started to, like, I kind of got out of the habit of doing like practice warm-up sketches and drawings and stuff. So I've recently been going on this website. I forget what this website's called, but it's like this photographer just compiles all these photos of random people at like county fairs and stuff. What is it called? Now I gotta know. It is. Oh, what was it? Something World. Earth's World, I think, is what it's called. Yeah. Oops. Earth's World. There's just like random, crazy looking people that this guy takes photos of at fairs and has them all on this website. And artists and caricature artists use them as like practice work and stuff. So I've been going through there doing that. Yes, it's in Maine on June 8th. All right, everybody, there's a Spurgeon conference in Maine on June 8th. You should check it out. Engaging Spurgeon, the conference. Go check that out. And if you're in the area, go to the conference. Yes, Durkheisser, that's right. No problem. No. Okay, you see that, everybody? The theme is Spurgeon's sorrows. They're praying many come out and benefit from the hope of Christ and get introduced to Spurgeon in the process. So yeah, go check out that conference, Engaging Spurgeon. Yes, Rock of Ages Spurgeon tune. Be a good fit. Yeah, Durkheisser, I love like just turning on other artists while I'm working. And that's really good inspiration for me because I feel like it's like having a studio buddy while I'm working, and they'll have different perspectives on things or different ideas on how to attain certain things in your drawing, or even in the on the business side of things, as far as like art excuse me, selling your art goes, and freelancing or licensing, whatnot. are you practicing for anything in particular? Like, do you have like some stories that you're wanting to work on, or like children's books that you're illustrating, graphic novels, comics, or just like some fine art that you're working on? Yes, I've been drawing since I was 3. Um, Not at the same level, obviously. Took a lot of years of practice, and I feel like I didn't really even figure out, or I didn't really even get good at drawing until, um, or even figure out how to use references in my drawing, um, until I went to college. And they kind of ingrained that into my head of just drawing from life, drawing what you see, helping me understand um, anatomy and the structure behind drawing and stuff like that. So that was a really important time in my life, was going to fine arts college, uh, where I learned drawing, painting, sculpture, the whole gamut of things. Color theory, which didn't really help very well because I'm colorblind. Oh, let's see. This one. Let's work on this one. But a lot of the illustration stuff that I do now, I really learned after college because, like I said, my college that I went to was a more of a fine arts kind of college, and they were really just wanting to kind of pump out art teachers, people who would go into teaching art, or fine artists who would sell to galleries and things like that, um, or graphic designers who would like design for magazines and layout for books and things like that. And I didn't want to do any of those, so I used I used what they had taught me. And I feel like I kind of have an entrepreneurial mindset about me. I probably always have, but didn't realize it. Um, never really um, fed that entrepreneurial spirit until after I was laid off a few years after college and couldn't find any work, and then I was kind of pushed myself into freelance illustration, and then from there I kind of realized, oh, this is what I should be doing. So you just want to draw sick stuff to disgust people because you find it funny. Well, those are certainly some motivations that you can have for drawing. There was a book I had to read for in college called My Name is Asher Lev, and it was about this kid named Asher Lev. He loved to paint things. He loved art, but he loved the not disgusting side of things, but he liked to draw things as they were or as he saw them. And I don't remember all of the details of the book, but I just remember this one part in the book where his mom was asking him, why don't you draw pretty things or something like that. She just wanted him to do decorative art, and I think the kind of the idea of the book was kind of showing the different sides of art. Like people do art for decoration, and some people do art to make a point or to yeah, to say something. And he didn't want to do beautiful, or he didn't want to do cheesy, pretty illustration. Just thought it was an interesting book that I had to read in college. Let's see here. Strider pre. Whoops. Those are the strongest emotions. So why not draw art to let people feel that? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. If you should make art in order to evoke certain emotions, love and hate. I guess any art evokes emotion. Sorry, I clicked on one. I'm gonna answer this question here. When did you become a Christian? When did I become a Christian? I could not tell you when exactly. I was raised in a Christian home, and so always had we always went to church. Always had the teaching of the Bible presented to me. And I was always drawn to it. Very, no pun intended. I was always drawn to the Bible and wanting to know about God. And I think the Spirit just kind of worked in my heart as a kid, and just kind of grew me as I grew me in the faith as I grew. So there's no one certain time that I can point back to and say this is when I became a Christian. I feel like I just kind of grew into it, and the Lord has grown me in many different ways, through many trials, through many good times, bad times, on along the way, and I just continue to trust in Christ. And so yeah, I guess God saved me at a young age. People would say to me, I love your art, I am happy. If people say to me, I hate it and I am disgusted by it, I am happy and laugh about it. Yeah, I think ultimately you have to make art for yourself. And along the way, people who are drawn to the same things that you're drawn to will be drawn to it. That's what I did. That's what I do with everything I do. Everything in RefToons is stuff that I like, that I want to draw, that I want to see as a comic strip or as a sticker or as a t-shirt design or whatever. It's all stuff that I want to see made, and if people like it, then they like it. And I have people that hate my stuff, and that's fine. They don't have to like it. I'm not making it for them. Some people really hate it, and then they feel like it's their mission to tell me in the comments And I just think, well, if you don't like it, why are you bothering to follow me and continually comment on everything that you don't like? Ugh. Okay, yeah, I think I should sandwich this in like this. So it'll kind of come full circle. As far as the layout, the design goes. So he'll be sitting in his chair like this in the beginning, and then he'll end sitting in his chair like that in the end as well. So I like things that come full circle. TV shows, movies, when they come full circle, I am pleased. That's true because the more they comment on your posts, the more it gets seen by the algorithm. That's funny. That's a good point. Yeah, I usually laugh. It takes a lot to get me down about something, about someone's comment on my stuff. Not um, I'm not very affected by it. I have I have a hard shell. I don't get offended easily, I guess is what you would say. Get that. The worst thing would be if they say my art is boring. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes they're right. Sometimes you can take what the trolls are saying and use it to your advantage to make your art better. Use it as a free critique of your work. Take it with a grain of salt and think about what you could do better in your art. I think this one is going to be an open panel, so I'm not going to put a border around it. It's just going to be how it is. So let's do this. This down here. Oh, this was the one I couldn't figure out how to switch up the words to make them. Oh, good grief. You should make it worse for them. This sentence is all out of whack. It's because of this word, understand it. It's making everything. I do this. That doesn't work. Looks like a Christmas tree now. Oh. Let's go back to the original. I don't even remember. There it was. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just put it up here. Maybe I know what I'll do. I'll shrink his chair here. This is why making comics is so hard. You have to be able to fit little words and images into little boxes. Seems that you know exactly where to draw which line without thinking too much. That's something I've only seen from people that have drawn since childhood. Yeah, I spend 10 to 12 hours every single day drawing, and so I feel like it kind of comes with practice, having a lot of practice and drawing a lot of things, knowing where I want the lines. So it's all happening subconsciously as I'm drawing. I just know. I kind of have an idea in my mind of how I want things, and mm, I don't know how the pose is gonna turn out necessarily until I start drawing. And if it's not, once I start drawing and once I get the bad poses out of my way, then I start to realize where things need to go. Like if I draw an arm a certain way and it's just not right, I'll I'll look at the pose, look at the where the center line of the character is and everything, and I'll figure out all in my head, kind of in a almost in a split second or a few seconds of, oh, I need to switch that because this is doing this over here and it's affecting this part of the drawing, which shouldn't be, so that needs to move quarter inch this way or whatever. So it's all happening in my mind as I'm drawing. Um, it's like it's drawing without thinking, basically, because the muscle memory is there for me. I know what I'm doing, where it needs to go. What brush am I using? There it is. That's what I'm looking for. So now I have this rough sketch drawn out. I can turn the layer opacity down, and I can actually get rid of these layers back here, not that one. I still need that one. And that way I can see better what I'm doing. So now I'm gonna use this pose as a guide, and I'm just going to roughly again lay out all of his clothes. I know what his clothes are gonna look like. I kind of know what it looks like when he's holding a book open, reading it. So I have that. This is the spine of the book. Got the other page going out this way. You don't see much of his hand over here, but you would see kind of his arm right there, just to make it not look so, even if you wouldn't, I do that there to make it not look so awkward, like he's missing an arm or something, because sometimes it looks like that. And I see that his legs are a little short in the sketch that I did, so I'm gonna lengthen them a little bit. You know, I don't want them like perfectly in line with each other, so I'm gonna draw this other leg, this other foot kind of hanging down like that a little bit, just to give it some randomness or some lifelikeness about it. And then actually I'm going to pull him up because he's a little low in the chair there. So yeah, just kind of talking through what I'm thinking as I'm drawing, if that's helpful to you. So I want this chair to kind of loop around. It's got like a wooden thing in the center of it. So I'm thinking about the construction of the chair now. So you have to think about everything. Like everything has construction to it. Everything has form. Everything has function. Um, Nothing is meaningless in these drawings, and so you kind of have to know where everything is. You have to have the file in your head of what you've observed in real life about something like this, about a chair like this, or whatnot, whatever you're drawing. And then draw the features in. He's kind of making a remark here, but he's also reading and I don't want to have him looking at the camera in this panel because he's already looking at the camera in this panel and in this panel and in this panel. So we got 3 panels where he's looking at the camera. I'm gonna have 3 panels where he's not looking at the camera, just to kind of break up that um, give it a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Randomness, not randomness. Improvisational qualities. I don't know. I'm actually surprised that I'm able to draw today while I'm talking, and it's usually quite the feat for me. So I wonder if it's because I had a bunch of coffee. You personally find the hardest part about drawing is the sketch. You need to do the most imagination for that because it comes from nothing. Yes, that is exactly correct. The hardest part for me is always the sketch, and I always find it to be the most difficult because you like you said, you're drawing from nothing. You're starting out. It is the basis that will form the rest of your drawing, and so it has to be accurate. It has to be good. That's why I do so many sketches and so many sketch layers here. I have 1, 2, 3, see 4. No, that's not one. 4, 5, 6. I have 6 different sketch layers so far because uh, things just don't work out right away. And so you have to keep drawing. You have to keep going. You can't just go with your first idea. It's actually best to I would say it's always best not to go with your first idea. It's very rare that your first idea is a banger, and it's gonna be the best. It's gonna be perfect right away. You typically have to do multiple sketches in order for it to get to where you need to be. Like right here, I already have this kind of sketched out back here, but I'm just wondering about different shapes of the mouth and whatnot. Okay. Now I can bring that up. Right, that's true. On paper, you can't fix it easily like on digital. Um, that's why you have to draw very lightly when you're doing your sketches. And that's why um, it's incredibly important to practice drawing from life. Um, you you should be you should try to practice drawing once every day. I mean, if you can get at least like 3 minutes in on a sketch, just sketching around, or just find a photo and just sketch it out. Um, that's at least building up the muscle memory in your head um, for when you need to sit down and actually do something finished. Excellent. Yeah, drawing every day is helpful. I wish I drew more when before I got to this stage. When I was younger, I wish I drew more instead of played more. Actually. Actually wish I didn't. Well, I shouldn't say I wish I didn't, because it was fun. But I wish instead of playing so many video games, I wish I practiced drawing more. Though I didn't have the resources that we have today, like YouTube, where you can just find current artists. I grew up in the age of no internet. So, in the 90s. So I couldn't just hop on and get advice from people like Jake Parker or some of these other guys. Stan Prokopenko. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I kind of wasted my high school years not drawing as much as I should have been. I mean, I had ideas of things to draw. I drew for my art classes and things like that. But most of the time outside of school was spent playing video games and skating. Let's see. Let me find a photo of a pope. See, I had a reference photo somewhere. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Um, let's see. What do you think? 3 sketch drawings of real people, like fashion models, with different poses and perspectives. After that, basic forms in different perspectives, and at the end, just draw what I want. Oh, you mean for like when you're sitting down drawing something? In that time, do these things? Is that what you're saying? Um, I think that's a good. I mean, any plan is a good plan when it comes to sitting down to practice drawing. I think the best thing to do is to um, the best thing to do is to draw from life. So if you go out to like a mall or a park or something, draw what you see in life. Um, the thing about drawing from life that's so important is that you can see how things are moving and how clothes and things are interacting with the movement, how trees sway, branches sway, and how the leaves interact with the branches. Whatever you're drawing, you're able to see it in 3 dimensions. Um, if you need, because sometimes when you see a photograph, it's flat. It's all just flat, and so you can't see um, the form, what's causing these wrinkles to happen here. But if that form, if that photo was able to move, you'd be able to see like how the shoulder is causing that blazer to wrinkle in a specific way. So I think drawing from life is going to be the most important thing that you can do. The second um, like if you can't draw from life, if you just can't get out to do that, um, a good alternative would be to um, draw from, I don't know, like a video or something, where you see the people walking and see the people turning and all the movements affecting the clothing or whatever. Um, so that would help you um, with anatomy, and look up things things about gesture drawing and um, gesture drawing. I don't know if my enunciation sometimes is not very good. Um, so look up things like that. There's uh, an art channel called Proko, Proko. He does fine art, um, drawing and painting. I think mostly charcoal drawing and pencil drawing and things like that. But he's very good at teaching how to draw. Um, so that's probably a good starting point. But yeah, I think you're on the right track. The main thing is to set a goal and stick to it. I think that's the hardest thing to do. Um, the hardest thing for me, anyways. I was, I was a big procrastinator for a long time, and there are other things that were more exciting that I wanted to do, and so I never really got to doing what I should have been doing, which is practicing drawing until I was in college, and by then I felt like I was miles behind everybody. There we go. Never thought I'd draw Spurgeon as a pope. There you have it. I'm still not happy with this one up here. I'm gonna find all my, it's a problem with doing all these layers now. I have to find all of them, figure out where they are. There we go. Actually, I don't need that one. Turn down. Don't need this part of the drawing. Okay. Still not happy with this pose. This is the 4th time I'll be drawing this one. There we go. I think I like that pose a little better. Oh yeah, I mean my stream says it has excellent connection, so which is weird because we're on some really bad internet that always gets affected by the weather. And it's like cloudy and rainy right now. But my stream says excellent. Earlier today, it kept cutting in and out and dropping on me. So it could be me. Not sure. Plus, I'm streaming to 2 different places. I'm streaming to YouTube and Rumble right now from the same software, which is usually pretty glitchy, but right now it's working pretty well. Well, I say usually. This is the first day I've really tested out streaming to Rumble from here, but I've streamed to Instagram and YouTube at the same time, and it gets buggy. this part out. Just work with this sketch. That's another thing. My sketches are not precious to me. I can delete them, start over on them, and not be worried that I lost a masterpiece because it's just a sketch. And the more I do it, the more the closer it gets to where I want the drawing to be. So all right, let's see. I don't like that Spurgeon there either. You know, change that before I get any further. Yes, I know the Prince of Egypt movie. That was a very well done animated movie. Actually, just recently watched that again. I just love the animation in that one. So good. So very inspiring. The plague. You loved the plague. Yeah, they did a good job on those. The song. Oh, I don't remember the songs. I was too focused on the animation and the drawings and stuff. All right. I think after I get this one done, I'm going to be done with the sketch phase. And then I will ink it a different night. Because it is my bedtime. I am tired. I don't want that to touch that. There we go. That's actually too long. Oh, really? Wow, I believe it because it was all hand-drawn animation. Your morning walk. I still have another few hours until morning. Oh yeah, here I'm getting the warning saying the stream is not healthy. The stream is... Oh, now it went to good and then it went to excellent. Okay. So, quality of the stream. Well, I am going to call it an evening. 4:30 in Germany. AM. Wow. You're up early. I usually get up around 6 a.m. Start my morning routine. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's good talking with you. Thank you everyone else for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm going to go live again when I finish up the inks for this. And let me save it. Finish up the inks at a later date. Tomorrow on my schedule is to, let's see, I have an illustration that I'm working on for American Gospel 3. And then I have some illustrations that I'm working on for this company called Animo. They're little Bible trading cards, kind of like Pokemon, but they're all Bible themed. So they're Animo cards. I'll be working on some illustrations for them tomorrow as well. So I don't know that I'll be able to get to anything RefToons related tomorrow, but I will possibly be able to get to those the next day, which is Wednesday. I might work on this, or I might work on John Calvin's Institute's graphic novel, or the Catechism, Boys and Girls Catechism drawings. Those are most of the things that are on my schedule. So thank you all again for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.